Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one M21 draft. Alright, draft is fired. We got a good rare here, Jaw Rail. So we want to pick up a bunch of card draw in order to make this card work. So it's at its best in Simic colors. Other notable cards in here, we have the Archfiend's Vessel, playable Dimir card, Hellkite Punisher, big red finisher if you have a lot of ramp. Can be good. Chrome Replicator, I've had some success with this card, but you have to have some doubles in your deck to really get some good value. Swift Response, playable for any white deck, at its best in Blue-White Skies as removal. Grasp of Darkness, great removal in common, can deal with Brash Taunter and Hallow Blade, so it makes it really strong. Pride Malkin, great Selesnya common. And Thrill Possibility, good Is It filtering card. We'll take Jaw Rail and be happy about it. See if we can make it work. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, Visionary is a great follow-up pick to Jaw Rail. Otherwise, I love Freebooter. It's a great card too. Acolyte's a great common. I think getting a great common in Visionary and still being able to be on the path for Jaw Rail seems like a good idea to me. My favorite card in this pack is Freebooter. I've had it flip some games. It's remarkably strong, but I'm happy getting Visionary after Jaw Rail for sure. Alright, now I can take Inventory. That's some great Jaw Rail synergy. Make that work. Stephenson Training would be good with it too, but I kind of want to play Simic with Jaw Rail, and Inventory's gonna, especially this early, could be really good. Otherwise, there's Immolator, which is a great card. But if you want to get on the inventory plan and make it work, you kind of have to commit early and hope a lot get opened. Other notable picks, yeah, maybe Wheel the Training if we want to maximize this Jaw Rail deck here. Kind of want some protection for her too, if possible. So Dreadmaw is a big finisher. We do have a ramp card for it. Can take the Larcenist. It also has good Jaw Rail synergy. I feel like I've said Jaw Rail 600 times already. Yeah, so big finisher versus Little Dude. I mean, Little Dude's also good with her ability. We'll take Little Dude for now. Pump spells probably work really well with it too. Titanic Growth and the like. Well, I want the Track Down, but I also want the Ranger's Guile. Track Down's probably a little bit better in finding her. Temple would be nice too. It's kind of just a free spell to scry one in your deck. I want the Ranger's Guile, but kind of feeling taking the Track Down. Let's just get the protection out of the way now for her. When you're going all in on this plan, I think you really want to make it work. Well, Tyrannodon's going to be able to buy us some time. I think that makes sense. Alright, second inventory. Big pickup for us here. Opt would be great too. But when you're on the inventory plan, you stick with it. Alright, here I suppose we can take Arcanist. Can technically make our inventories cheaper, but maybe we'll find some more spells along the way. We don't need any of these. Sure. Well, we have some choices here. I probably just take another Ranger's Guile. It's good protection. Otherwise, I'm taking Titanic Growth, which is good for Arcanist, I guess. But, or Replicator, because we might get some multiples. But I'm okay getting the Guiles now. Like, 2 of those is good. This, we'll just cut green. Alright, got the Stephenson Training. That's nice. I'm going to take that for more synergies. Can take the Dart in case we don't get any removal. Got the Track Down back. That's nice. So, this deck is coming together nicely. I mean, didn't see a ton of good blue, but alright. So we could take Discontinuity is cool, but I'm going to take the inventory, even though we possibly could wheel it. Getting number 3 is just insane, and anything on top of that's going to be even more nuts. I kind of hope we wield the Epitaph Golem. There's a decent chance we can mill through our entire deck here, and this at least just keeps us alive. So discontinuity would be cool too, but I'm going on the inventory plan. We're hitting it hard. Okay, so can take the Weaver. I think this card's actually good at buying time. Otherwise, Cultivate for ramp. When you have a bunch of card draw, ramp is nice too. This doesn't actually draw cards for her. Track down does, but we wielded it last time. Or we could get the fixing. You know, I haven't played with the spider. I feel like it does a good job against aggro. So why not? Let's take it. And it's reach. I think the Cultivate would be fine there too, but we've got good card advantage, so let's get some good survivability now. Alright, now we have our 4th Frantic Inventory. Definitely want to get that Epitaph Golem back if we can. 5th. I don't even know if I've ever played this many Frantic Inventories. I think we're reaching new heights of value here. Alright, so choices here. Could take the Vine. I mean, we basically draw our whole deck at this point. Tome Anima would always be unblockable. I just don't really like it that much. Wishcoin Crab, decent. You know, take the... This has Defender, though. I'll still take it. I'm okay with it. Alright, Skimmer. Random just Flyer. I'm okay with that. Or we could take another Larcenist. I'll take the Skimmer. We don't have any other Flyers yet, but... It'd be nice to get some evasion. It's actually not that great for our deck, but I'm going to take it anyway. So we can take the Rousing Reed to get more Flyers and draw. Yeah, I like it. I've never had 6 Frantic Inventory. I suppose we do it and try it. We definitely want that Epitaph Golem. This pack is the one where we get it back. If we get it, that's insane. Because then we can deck ourselves and keep ourselves alive. I think we didn't get it back. But somehow someone took it over a discontinuity. Maybe it's the next pack. I hope it is. We really want that badly. We didn't get it back. That's crazy. So I'd probably take Thornwood Falls now. With 6 Frantic Inventories, we no longer need... We need ways to win besides Jaw Rail. Because Jaw Rail's good and all, but now we actually need some, like, big finishers. Guess Sage. Yeah, that makes sense in here. Arcanist basically just makes discontinuity cheaper. Fungal Rebirth is actually good in case Jaw Rail goes away. Didn't get Epitaph Golem. That's pretty surprising, considering how little it's actually played. So I don't think we need the Wishbone Crab. We need some creatures, but not too many with 6 Frantic Inventories. We'll be able to find them. I don't think we want the Arcanist, though. Backwater for some splash we're not going to do. And then we get a Garrick. Well, taking it. Otherwise, Queer and Dryad would be good. Works well with Jaw Rail's activated ability, actually, too. Riddle Form is actually fine in here with 6 Frantic Inventories, but we're going to take the Garrick pretty clearly. And then we get past the nuts with Tutelage, so that should just be enough to win with 6 Frantic Inventories. That alone is just gonna get us there, I think. This deck has an insane amount of card draw, so I like where we're at despite having 8 creatures. Rousing Reed might not make the cut now, because we don't actually have enough targets to actually target. Let's see here. Track down can help us find our jaw rail as well as our tutelage, since that's kind of the whole point of the deck now. Otherwise we take a wall of runes for more early protection. Like, I don't even need these two anymore. Or training, really. I think I'm actually going to take the wall of runes. We just need to survive. Let's ditch this. Ditch the rousing reed. Can I splash Radha? No. Be cool if I could. Could take a second gnarled sage. It's big, it's got reach. We don't have enough creatures to run rousing reed. Read the tides would be fine too, but we have more than enough card draw. So I can do cultivate. I'm not sure what I'd need it for. To cast more frantic inventories? To get a shuffle effect? Could do capture sphere. We don't have any removal, so this at least interacts. That makes sense to me. Probably ditch the training. Yeah. I don't even think we need 2 Ranger's Guiles now. Kind of don't need any of this. Take the growth, I guess. Got a Megalodon. Can take the track down. Kind of want the track down, to be honest. I don't know what I'm cutting yet, but I'll figure it out. Probably one of the Ranger's Guiles, yeah. Low creature count. I mean, it's going to go up dramatically if you... I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have to figure this out. Pride Malkin. It's a creature. 3/2. It's not great. It's probably fine. The 11th pick, Soul Seer. I don't know what's going on this draft. That is just weird. So I guess Garrick counts as a creature. I mean, regardless, we have a nasty, nasty deck here. We're doing some pretty gross things. I really don't have spaces for Larcenous, nor do I really need them with 6 frantic inventories. We just need to live, and I think we win. Sure, I'll take it. Right. Okay. So the question is, can we protect Jaw Rail? Do we want to run discontinuity? I don't think we need Read the Tides with 6 frantic inventories. That doesn't make sense to me. I want kind of all my early creatures because we don't have many. 12, including the Garrick. I can cut the Tide Skimmer. It's just a random flyer that doesn't really do anything. It's never really going to draw us cards. All right. And I just need to make one more cut. I kind of don't want to run the Larcenist either. Like, this is early blockers. We draw. We have all sorts of ways to draw and find our bombs. Discontinuity I can consider cutting because it's like... I guess it can counter spell. And counter their spell in their turn for 6 mana. It's a pretty strong effect. Pride Malkin's kind of whatever. Maybe I don't need that. And maybe I do the crab so I have some more actual ground blockers. I like that. I'm kind of okay with this. This seems like a pretty sweet deck, actually. Low creature count, but do I need more protection for Jaw Rail? Kind of. I have a Ranger's Guile and I have a Rebirth to get her back. That's not bad. Do I want to... Playing another Ranger's Guile when you only have like 10 creatures, including Garrick, doesn't seem great. And I also can win off tutelage. This is fine. I think this is fine. Even split, so we'll do this and 8 on each side. Yeah, we have triple blue, double green, so we gotta do that. This looks fun. This looks really fun. Hopefully this can do well for us. We'll see what we can do. We'll see you round 1. Alright, we've got good keep here. So inventory into visionary into sage. Seems good. Oh. I bet I have more than they do. Alright, they're leaving up cancel mana, but we're going to play into it. We also have a rebirth to get it back, so it's probably fine. Alright. So we'll play another one. They're missing land drop too, which is nice. Now we can just start slamming them. Alright. C4, game 2. This is definitely a keep. No green mana, but double inventory. I think we just go for it. So they've got like goblin wizardry mana up, which you might have to worry about. Let's do the inventory. Yeah. Alright. So we'll go land, we'll have to discard, we'll ditch a land here. Alright, so we'll do inventory. And go land. And discard a land and a land. So Weaver's pretty cool. I think we gotta do the Sage here. See if it gets countered. See if it gets killed. If not, we can go Visionary Weaver next turn, which is pretty good. See if they have Sure Strike. Tutelage is good, but we need some bodies right now, so let's do the Weaver and the Visionary. Alright, that's cool. Sure. Alright. Ranger's Guile, pretty good too. Let's go Garrick. Spit out a beast. And guess we can do the tutelage now. Creatures are probably going to die though. Maybe leaving up the rebirth's better. I want to get some saprolings. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Alright, well, I think we just spit out another one then. Let's do the tutelage first. Well, they could have a burn. I guess while we have priority, we'll do this. Then we'll do tutelage. And ditch a land, and mill them. Play a land, and pass. Alright, and they're conceding, which we'll happily take. Alright, we'll see you in game 3. Alright, not an amazing hand for our deck, but certainly a keepable one. And we have 6 frantic inventories in here, so hopefully we can find them. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to definitely keep the track down. Card I like quite a bit. We don't need the land. The other 2 are good. We'll do the visionary first. Well, we have the capture sphere for that, so that's the good news. Let's go visionary. I'm going to block the weird with my wall of runes. Okay. Well, I'm ready to capture spirit, so I'm alright with this. Gadrak, no problems there. Or at least no problems yet. Let's go Gnarled Sage and we can leave up Ranger's Guile. Which is pretty good. Alright. I'll block the Hobble Fiend if they attack. Surprised they didn't. So we can do inventory first. Got our second one. I'm gonna play it. I think because of visionary I can actually tap like this in case we get another one. We do have 6 after all. There's our tutelage. So we can do this, and I think I'm going to play the tutelage next turn, so we'll play the Thornwood Falls. I want to keep up the Ranger's Guile. This Gnarled Sage is kind of important. I can attack for 4. They don't really have a good block. They don't get a treasure. This seems fine. Kind of want them to block, yeah. Sure. So let's just Ranger's Guile the greed. All right. So Vine's actually pretty sweet. Let's do the tutelage first. Wishcoin Crab, I'm liking it. Get rid of this. Mill them two. Play this. Play a crab. Play a vine. Pass. I can attack with the sage. And I don't think they have a great block, so I'm going to do it. It's actually fine too. Kill the Hobble Fiend. They lose their sack outlet and they can't attack me with their Gadrak for a while. It's actually fine. Sure. We have 4 more frantic inventories in here somewhere. I can get back my Gnarled Sage and play it. I miss out on some, but I might want the Capture Sphere too, so I think I'm just gonna sack this for now. Oh, no, just this one actually. We're doing it on our turn, so Gadrak doesn't get value. Okay, play this, pass. Sure. We could just double block here. So they get 2. Do the Fungal Rebirth on the guess the Sphere for Gadrak. There's Jaw Rail, that's cool. So suppose we can sandbag now. We also have 6 lands, so we can make our guys 2/2s if I want. Not sure if I want to. Kind of just want to draw another card off this vine. Alright. You know what, they're bouncing though. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so this is fine. So we block all of those. We're gonna make treasures. Oh, there's a bunch of tokens. So they can't even do it yet, huh? Alright. No, let's just draw then. Because it's already past the beginning of their end step, so that's fine. Alright, Pteranodon's good. I think we just go, let's see, we have 8 mana. So let's do Jaw Rail. Pteranodon, and we can leave up Capture Sphere. We don't want to play any more lands. $15 cards left in their deck, huh? Yeah, Sage is pretty slick here. Can tolerate that. So we'll go Weaver and pass. And we can Capture Sphere Gadrak, I guess. So, don't quite have the means to do anything here. So, I guess that we do Weaver and gain some life and get a 1/1. Alright, so we're just kind of Sublime Epiphany. Oh, that's good. They're done. They've had enough. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, we've got a keep here. This is actually a good hand. I mean, it needs lands, but at least we have a little early protection that can draw us a card in a pinch, too. Alright, that was a good draw. Well, if they have a dub, at least we have this crab. Sky Scanner. Not really fearful of that right now either. So let's go crab. skimmer. Sure. Capture sphere. Let's just get the sage out. And pass. Alright, so they can bounce the sage. If they attack with both, though, we kill the sky scanner. Alright. This is fine. They draw a card, but we kill their sky scanner and get a 1/1. It's pretty good. Track down's cool, but let's get the sage back down here. And I guess we can swing at the crab. I was gonna say, that'd be surprising. So let's do the track down first. Inventory, sage, and a land. Probably don't need the land. And we want the sage on top to draw it right away. And then we play land. And we can attack for 4. And if they kill it, how would they block? These 3. And I would only be able to kill a skimmer. But then I can fungal rebirth and get it back. I kind of like that, actually. I feel like this is good because even though I would just trade a sage for a skimmer, I'd get 2 more 1/1s and I'd get the sage back. And this kind of leaves me less vulnerable to bounce frost breaths, those sort of things. I kind of don't mind if I don't mind trading a sage for a skimmer. Not with the fungal rebirth, I don't think. So they're giving us the 2-for-1. Well, that's even better. Not sure why they did that. That block was a lot worse for him. They could cancel this. I don't think it matters. We have another one in hand. The 1/1s are actually pretty good for our deck. Fungal Rebirth, I think, is actually a good card for our deck. Lofty Denial, that's fine. Trade a counterspell for something that we didn't necessarily need. Got 2 guys off the board. It worked out okay. Well, now we got to get a little bit aggressive on Teferi. So I think we'll inventory first. Draw rail's good. So let's sphere the skimmer. And we're going to get in on Jace here. They can block the Sapperling. And Jace I keep calling Jace Teferi. Teferi takes 3. I kind of want to take care of Teferi if I can, though. Could have also done... Might have been smarter in hindsight to do Jaw Rail plus Frantic Inventory. And then I wouldn't have been able to capture Sphere and attack Teferi, but it might have been smarter in hindsight. Teferi's going to be tough. Garrick's cool. I'm not ready for Garrick to die yet, though, so I think we do the Sage and then pass. I don't like Teferi getting bigger here, but next turn I can do Garrick and smash at it. While they were tapped out, I could have done Garrick and given Trample. Maybe that would have been better. We'll find out. Hexproof from blue doesn't make the +3/+3 quite good enough. The problem is they can also... That's weird. I'm going to play around feet this way. Very bizarre attack there. Wow. We get our Sage back too. We're going to punish him pretty good here. So we can do Garrick. See if we resolve it. They have Lofty Denial mana up. They didn't do it though, so let's do the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness blocking. I definitely want to kill Teferi this turn. And I can give Vigilance too. Yeah, alright. We're going to do it here. Do the inventory, which I guess I could have done first. Just gonna attack with these two. Let's see, 7. So they have 5, 7. In order to stop it, they would have to... Kind of willing to throw this in there too. Just... It's kind of a free block for them. But if they have a feat... I guess if they have a feat, they would just block like that. Even if they have feat, they can't stop the Sage, I don't think. Not at 1. Block here, feat. Yeah, they don't have enough. So we're just going to do this. And what I like about this is it gives us some random protection to... it lets us protect Garrick a little bit too. Alright. The fairy's dealt with. That's nice. Do I want to sandbag lands for Jaw Rail? I don't think we need to. We have all these frantic inventories. So we want to focus on those if we can. They have 12 cards left in their deck. How do they have so much fewer cards? All those Teferis, huh? They must have drawn a lot of cards up Teferi. So I mean, they can draw off of Skimmer, but we eat a Gale Swooper and net another Sapperling. We're also like a land away from Jaw Rail plus. Why that one? Oh, Pro Blue. That's right. If they're all going after Garrick, then I guess we kill like a watchdog. Oh, they can deal all their damage to the sapperling though. I don't like that. Alright. Well, we're just gonna block a protege then and end up with a sapperling. Discontinuity. Well, that would have been valuable. So we can discontinuity during their attack step, and it's actually really good. So we'll do that, because then it gives us our blockers back too. Kind of want them to cast something first. I mean, I can do it whenever, so I'll probably block first. Alright, so now I'll discontinuity. Untap. Now we're in business, so now we do tutelage. And I think this is probably just going to do it. We're going to go inventory. We're going to almost assuredly get another inventory. In fact, we already did, so we don't need jaw rail anymore. And they are done. They are done. All right. And we don't need to cast anything else, so. All right. See you for the next one. All right, we're going to keep this hand. We're actually going to do the track down first because we're hunting our jaw rail or to Fairy's Tutelage, either one. Underrated card, track down. Certainly for a deck like this, it's just good. It's like exactly what you want to be doing. Kind of feel like we don't need any of these. However, if I do this, it's a free. Yeah, we'll do the forest because it's a free draw. Otherwise, we're kind of like blindly hoping. So that at least that makes sense to me. All right, side. So visionary, excellent draw there. All right. Oh, missed the land drop? Well, let's just start, well, I guess we just play crab and beat. It's a less exciting turn than I wanted, but I don't see why we don't just do that when they're mana screwed. Alright, Pteranodon. I guess now we can inventory first. So we'll hit for 4. Play a Wall of Runes. Bottom that. Pteranodon. And pass. So we're still pretty good shape here. Inventory. I can inventory again. There's our jaw rail, so that's pretty sweet. I want to be able to protect her though. Um, we can give them 1 turn to answer it, because I don't have any protection. I could hope to find it. I also have a fungal rebirth in here. You know what? She's fine to play. We're going to have 6 cards in hand next turn. We're going to be able, if they don't kill her right now, and it's got to be a kill spell. They can't just do like a capture sphere. That doesn't matter. They have to kill her. And if they don't kill her, we make a team full of 6/6s. Alright, I mean, they had what they needed. We still have the way to get her back. We still have Teferi's tutelage. We didn't have Ranger's Guile in hand, so not much we could have done anyway. Now I'll do inventory again. So now we do this plus tutelage. Discontinuity is kind of cool. Guess we can ditch a land. Play Vine. Pass. So how many inventories do we have left? We have 2 inventories left and 14 cards. Still a fungal rebirth to get back Jaw Rail. So we're at 8 mana, which means technically if we draw nothing, we can still sack Vine and play Discontinuity on their turn if we need it. Sure. Yeah, tapped out, which is nice. Got that inventory. Hard to not cast it here. We're actually getting kind of close to milling out, but I think they just lose here, actually. They have 8 cards left in their deck. Yeah, we just cast this and they lose. Alright, cool. We'll see for the next one. Oh, that's definitely a key. Wall of Runes into inventory, into potentially inventory. I don't even think we want to draw that much this early. We want to find Jaw Rail right now. I think we bottom anything that's not a tutelage or a Jaw Rail. Yeah, we don't even want that right now. It's too much. I mean, I could have kept it and drawn. Maybe I actually, maybe I was supposed to keep it. Don't you kind of want to save them though too, for when you have tutelage? I guess not. I probably should have just kept it. So we can track down first. Get rid of all these. Actually, I guess we can keep the island. I kind of like getting the guaranteed draw. So it was a mistake not to keep the inventory. I think I got a little too excited digging for jaw rail and tutelage. Well, the nice news is we can get that back. So let's do Pteranodon doesn't do that much here, but best use of mana is, well, best use of mana is probably Rebirth plus inventory. So why don't we just do inventory first? All right. 2 lands on the bottom. Just in the turn. Rebirth the Weaver. So I could have had 4th inventory to draw 5 or something crazy like that. Or is it 4? Is the number that's on there is how many you draw, or how many? I think it's how many is in the yard. Because, yeah, so we would draw 5 off of it. Well, 2 mana draw 5 is pretty good. Maybe I should have kept it. Thankfully, we still have 2 more to find, I guess. Alright. So I'll do the Rebirth. Weaver back. Oh, that's cool. So let's see if it resolves. Alright, cool. And then we'll do the Pteranodon and leave up the Ranger's Guile. So then we're hunting for Jaw Rail and Teferi's Tutelage. Halfway, just about at the halfway point here. Definitely shouldn't have bottomed that inventory. Ghostlight. We have Hexproof from blue, so couldn't matter less. Just go land, Pteranodon, pass. I guess we can't cast Discontinuity now, so maybe that was a mistake. Leaving up, because it's not like Pteranodon does anything for us here. So I should have just left up Discontinuity. I mean, this play is only better if I knew I had like a Gnarled Sage on top of my deck. So there's 2 more unknown Frantic Inventories floating around the deck. Alright, well, now I'm kind of happy we left up the... I mean, I want these for Jaw Rail too, but I think we just play them and then pass. We leave up Discontinuity and Capture Sphere and all that. I'm willing to trade a Pteranodon for a Blackguard here. I'm not even going to trade the Guile for it. Don't need it. Baron. Ah, well. We'll counter it. I don't really want to. I might be able to beat a Baron, but I don't want to deal with the tempo. I guess we play another one. And 6 mana, so we can do track down. How many cards left in there? 14. Yeah. So we still have one more unknown. Alright. So we can go and Jaw Rail. And we'll leave up Ranger's Guile. I guess I should have played the Thornwood Falls. So maybe we don't need to play anymore for Jaw Rail. Well, yeah. Pursued Whale is actually a problem. And I don't have the mana to Capture Sphere plus do Jaw Rail. So it's a bit of a problem. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana, 10 next turn. 4 plus 6. Oh, I do have it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we can Capture Sphere the whale. Oh, you have to pay the extra mana. All right. I don't want to, but that's what we're doing. And I guess I can attack and see how they block Jaw Rail. I probably have to Ranger's Guile to kill the Ghostlight. Could have played the Visionary to get the extra body, but getting the Ghostlight off the board seems good to me too. A little bit of damage prevention. You saw the tutelage in here? I don't know how we managed to draw that many cards in our deck and still be in the place that we're at. The funny thing is that stupid Sapperling makes it so my Garrick can't give me the value I want. Ten mana. 11 cards left in our deck, and we don't have our tutelage. I think we have to dig. I don't want to, but I don't know what else we're supposed to do. Six cards left in our deck. I don't even think we can mill them out in time here. So, can do the Sage. We already cast Ranger's Guile, Fungal Rebirth, and we don't have Jaw Rail anymore. Yeah, and the Pirate is forcing us to attack, so let's redo this. I want that Vigilance, but I guess we'll get it this turn. Inventory on top that we can't use. There's quite a few circumstances that have to happen here for the board to end up like it did. So, 12 mana. 5, 9, 12. Well, that's going to be good enough. Do the Sage. Guess we do the Garrick. Well, are we given Trample though? We've got 4 turns to win, and we can't use inventory to win. 3 turns to win because of the Visionary. And we have to attack. So I guess we do Sage. I think we need to go for the Trample plan. And I think the rest of the bottom of our library is just lands. So I'm trying to think how I could have done this differently if I had kept the Frantic Inventory. I might have found the thing early enough, maybe. And yeah, I think the rest of our deck is just 2 lands and a Portcullis Vine, which aren't going to be enough to get us there. And they have too many cards left in their deck to mill them out. Yeah. So I think we're dead, unfortunately. I'm not sure what I can do about it. Oh wait, I should have added mana with that. Yeah, that was a huge mistake there. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I think we lose anyway. But that was a huge mistake. We should have just added mana with that. So we could, I mean, we couldn't use it as a blocker. So maybe it doesn't matter. But I don't know. Took quite a few circumstances for us to lose this game, so I think that's a good sign. Basically had to use every single one of our tools, not have enough cards to draw. Teferi's Tutelage had to be in the very last card of our deck. Like, there were just a lot of things that had to go wrong here for the game to end up like this. I had to like bottom a frantic inventory, just tons of things. All right, we'll go to the next game here. All right, we've got a good hand here. I like this hand. We'll do the tap land first. Doesn't matter if we get a Portcullis Vine out right away. There's our inventory. You know what? I think I'm actually going to do the inventory first. It's not like a Vine can attack anyway. There's another one. So now we can do inventory and Vine. So next turn we'll drop the crab and then we can drop the sage. Well, no attacks is kind of weird, but I like it. They have cancel mana. I guess we'll still attack the crab anyway. All right. Alright, so we have 5 of our frantic inventories now. It's pretty good. Let's do 1 to fire her off. Draw 3. There's a Garrick. So we can actually cast Garrick and plus it on the sage. Yeah. Give it trample, they can't kill it. Can always get it back at some point if they deal with it. I'm just gonna block here. Like, I can't kill the Steve but by doing that, but it kind of keeps my dude safe, which I like. So let's do the inventory. There's jaw rail, which is nice. So let's $17 cards left in the deck. Sure. Okay. It's still not enough to kill it. Right, the second one. So I can discontinuity. I also just follow up with another Sage. I can Fungal Rebirth the Sage back plus play a Jaw Rail. I think that's actually the best. And the reason that's the best is we get 2 Sapperlings for our Jaw Rail. There's not a lot of spot removal they can do anyway. So let's do this. Get our Sapperlings. Play this. I guess I could Lofty Denial it. But they didn't. So now they can attack Garrick. I don't know if that matters. And then we just smash with some 8/8s. I like that. Wait, does the pump work with this the way I want it to? Base power and toughness, does that include the 3/3 or not? I don't know how this stuff works. I guess we're gonna find out right now. Oh, it worked the way I wanted it to. We even have Ranger's Guile up, which is pretty slick. And then they still die. Alright. We'll see for the next one. Alright, we've got to keep here. Would really like to rip a third or second green mana so I can play Jaw Rail and immediately protect her. So I might do the track down first for that reason and do a turn 3 Jaw Rail. I know it might seem like it doesn't make sense, but particularly against a burn deck, I think that's a better idea. Alright, well, Tyrannodon's kind of a perfect draw. Because now we have a blocker, and we can play Jaw Rail next turn with Guile protection. Oh, Tutelage. Unfortunately, Tutelage is good against us. So let's play this. Jaw rail. And pass. So you can do the... Well, I think we actually do the inventory, because then we can do the inventory on their turn and make another cat. So we just do inventory first here. Get our cat. Pass. We're going to get pretty close to milling us out here soon, though, so we got to make it happen here. Well, inventory is going to draw an extra card, but we're pretty low on time. Alright, so we can at least guile that. Alright. And how many cards do we have left? 15. I think we got an inventory. Now we could track down to... Guess we track down. Because once again, the inventory value. Kind of don't want any of these. I think we do the island because then we can at least play discontinuity. But we can't even afford to draw frantic inventory anymore, I don't think. I guess next turn we're gonna use jaw rail, so we draw 4. Oh. I didn't activate jaw rail. To attack with Tyrannodon. And he still let us kill them. I'm getting a little sloppy. Which is too bad, because this deck is turning out to be unreal. So, oh, well, at least we still got the victory. Only had 1 loss, that's good. Got sloppy at the end. Good place to end it. Good place to end, right when I'm starting to get sloppy. But this is one of the better decks I've had in the entire format, definitely. So I'm glad 6 Frantic Inventories is able to get there most of the time, except when you bottom your 4th one and then end up with not enough cards left in your library by the time you find your Teferi's Tutelage and no way to bring jaw rail back. So quite a few weird circumstances in order to lose that game, but basically a combination of cards in weird places in your deck and bad decisions. But it did end up costing me a game. So, all right, hope you enjoyed it. we'll see you for the next one.